Alright, if you clicked on this video, then chances are you either strongly agree with the title or strongly disagree with it. I feel like there is no middle ground when it comes to this game because of the nature of this game. I feel like most people are either destroying other players or getting absolutely destroyed. That's usually how it goes, or at least from what I'm seeing and my own experience with the game. And I want to go ahead and preface and say I love Mortal Kombat. I love this game. I loved 11. I love X, 9. I've loved every Mortal Kombat game I've ever played. It's my favorite game franchise. Okay, so this is coming from a place of hope that something can change. And I know they had that tweet where they did the little poll where they were asking if people like what features we want. And that's a step in the right direction. Everything up there on that list specifically needs to come to this game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to Ed Boon's Twitter. It was like a few months ago, I think. But yeah, me personally, I gotta be completely honest, man. I'm just not having fun with this game. Online specifically, I want to specify. Like, I can get up here and maybe stomach about 3 matches before I'm like, man, I need to play something else. Like, I'll just go to practice mode sometimes and not even play online. Or I'll just grind XP and invasions because it seems like the online in this game is just very unstable. And I'll get matched with a person that says that they have 60 ping and it will lag like hell, like they live on the other side of the planet. And sometimes I even get matched with other people that are wired and it still lags. I don't understand, and it's like I can only play so many matches where it's just stuttery as fuck, where I'm just like, man, fuck this. I gotta get off this game and just play something else. And then on top of that, people just play this game like assholes, I've noticed. Like, I don't care if you're zoning, none of that shit. I'm not one of those people. If you're spamming whatever, I really don't care. It's mostly that when people are lagging and mashing at the same time, it's the most annoying shit, man. And it's just not fun to deal with. I've gotten into this dilemma where, like, I'm a Lee May main, right? Like, I play Lee May, she's my main character, but I've gotten into this dilemma where if I play against somebody that is just mashing, I pretty much just have to switch to Liu Kang because her only mid that is usable at close range is a 12 frame back 2 that leads to a knockdown, so you pretty much have to hit back 2 and commit to her EX fireball, and if they mash you get like a combo. But maybe that's why I'm having a problem with people mashing so much, is mainly because I'm playing a character that doesn't really have a good mid. Like, once I switch to Liu Kang, it's not that big of a problem, or Scorpion, it's not that big of a problem because I just kick them in the fucking face when they go to mash. And they usually have, people who mash a lot usually have a flow chart. Like, they do something unsafe, they mash, they do something plus, they poke. Like, they just poke after everything. They wake up, poke. The poke is their best friend, and it's like, it's just annoying to deal with. Even though there's so many ways to counter it, it's just so irritating dealing with somebody that's not only lagging, but just down poking after every single button that happens. Another thing that I'm sure every single person listening to me right now and every person playing this game has encountered is, like, how fickle people are when they lose. Like, if I'm playing against somebody and they beat me, like doing random shit like spamming and mashing and shit, and the game's lagging, they're just beating the shit out of me, right? I'll rematch you. I will. I mean, this is just what the online experience in this game is at this point. So if I'm just gonna one and done everybody that lags, I'll never get to play. Like, I would say out of 20 players, I might get 3 that are wired. So I'm just taking how it is and I'm just like, fuck it, I'll fight them, right? But the moment you beat them, they leave. If you beat somebody first game, they leave. It feels like the whole thing of like padding your stats by looking for noobs is really big in this game. I hardly ever find a person online that will play a long set with me, and I'm not expecting them to sacrifice their time for a complete stranger, but I just noticed that it's very rampant in this game. I'll beat somebody with Lee May once, they leave. But if they beat me 3 times, they're perfectly fine. If they beat me 5 times, they're perfectly fine. The moment I leave or the moment I click switch character, they immediately leave. It's just worth mentioning that. I don't want to talk about mashing too long. If you're playing this game, you understand where I'm coming from with the lag and the mashing. It's happening to you too. That was a crazy voice crack. I'm not redoing that. I don't care. But another thing that I really want to touch on is the fact that, like, as MK1 players, we all praise this roster, right? We're all like, man, this is a great roster. But when you play online, you fight like 5 characters. I'm never seeing Reptile, I'm never seeing Melina, I'm never seeing Gearus. All I fight online is Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Sub-Zero, Scorpion. I mean Omni-Man now, right? I never see Liu Kang's. It's like few and far in between, but it's like mostly like 4 to 5 characters that you're playing against when you go online. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I saw a reptile. It was probably the first week that it came out, and it's like, it's very obvious that there are like 4 god characters and then everyone else. That's just how it is. And it's like, it kind of gets boring really quickly. Like, I can't choose who my opponent fights, right? So this isn't really a like petty complaint. It's a legit complaint. Like, I'm just fighting Johnny Cage over and over and over again. It's just boring. And then I don't have experience fighting Geras. So then I fight a Geras and I get steamrolled, but I'm actually having fun because it's finally a character that's not Johnny Cage. The best suggestion I can come up with is that I don't think they necessarily need to nerf like Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Ashura, those characters, right? I don't think they need to get nerfed. I think there are a lot of characters in this game that very clearly need some TLC, and I'm mostly looking at Scorpion and Sub-Zero. It is criminal that these are the 2 most iconic Mortal Kombat characters, potentially the 2 most iconic fighting game characters. I know that's bold, but hey, I said it, of all time, and they're the 2 worst characters in the game. Like, what? It blows my mind. I don't need Scorpion and Sub-Zero to be the 2 best, but damn, if I pick Sub-Zero or Scorpion, I want to actually have fun playing them. But most of the time, what ends up happening is you're just throwing out stand 2 with Scorpion the whole game and staggering the fucking forward 3, or you do it into his death spin, or now into like the tremor punch. And then with Sub-Zero, you're either going balls to the wall, committing to unsafe 50-50s, or again with tremor, you can make it safe, but you're doing no damage with him. I pick Li Mei and I'm doing 50% 1 bar. Why? Melina's the same thing. These characters like that are at the bottom and even some in the middle just need to be brought up so they're comparable to the people that are obviously getting picked over everybody else. That's my conclusion for that. Actually think to yourself, when was the last time you fought a reptile? And I mean online, not one of your friends. When's the last time you ran into a random reptile online? When's the last time you ran into a Reiko? Right? Like, there are just characters that are clearly not desirable to the like mass fan base, and they just pick all the strong people, or maybe that's just me just playing against sweats, I don't know. But I swear I encounter at most 8 characters in this game, but on like the short term, I'm encountering like 4 of the same characters over and over and over again. And it's criminal that Scorpion's even in that list, but it's because people are gonna pick him because it's Mortal Kombat. The online is not the only problem though. I mean, the first season, I would say Invasions was somewhat fun, right? I didn't have like this crazy reaction of playing Invasions. Like, it was cool, but man, now it just downgraded. For one, you don't even get relics and artifacts like you used to in the first season. They took away the XP one, the XP relic, and I can't find it. I've been grinding like hell, and I have not got it to drop, so I'm just gonna assume it's not in the game anymore. I've gotten so many other relics, but I cannot find the not junk one that gives you XP. But I think they might have removed it, I'm gonna be honest. They really didn't like how we were farming XP, but you can still do it, right? Like, Invasions is literally just a catalyst for people to get XP. There is nothing special about it. Like, you play through it, you get the skin for Natara in maybe like 3 hours, 3-4 hours. You could do that in an afternoon, and then after that, you're just grinding towers, getting XP. So it's kind of a redundant mode unless you care about unlocking everything. Now, obviously, the main focus of the game is the online, so I think we can cut them some slack when it comes to Invasions, but I figured it does need to get mentioned. I mean, it's not really an exciting mode, is it? It's clearly just like, okay, I want to get this character to 35. I'm going to go play a tower over and over and over again for a couple of days, or however long it takes you, whatever amount of time you have to play. But I also have to admit, I mean, the game does a lot of things right. I'm not going to pretend like it's not a fun game. When I play with my friends, I'm having a time of my life playing this game. It's very fun because we're not mashing, it's not lagging because we all live in the same city, right? We're just playing a game, playing random characters. Like, we're not hopping on our mains and sweating. Like, I would say my top 3 is probably Li Mei, Liu Kang, and maybe Scorpion, I guess. Probably. I don't really use them anymore. But I'm over here picking Katana, Melina, Reiko. I'm picking Geras. Like, I'm picking all these random characters I don't play and actually having fun. But when I go online, I can't do that. It really feels like the solution in this game is to just go to the dark side, man. Like, fuck trying to play a character that's fun, man. Just play a character that's good. Honestly. I remember when Baraka was still running rampant, one of my friends picked him up, like Baraka and Cyrax, and I could not for the life of me fight this damn character Willie made, and I got so tired of it that I just picked up Raiden. I'm so glad both of them characters got nerfed, by the way. But man, like that I took a break from playing this game online because it was like nothing but Baraka and Raiden. And I was just like, I can't deal with it, man. I just want variety, but the only way we're gonna get variety is if NetherRealm brings up all the characters that really aren't worth playing compared to like the top 5. And I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. This video was a bit more long-winded than I was intending for it to be. I just been spitballing. I don't ever write down a script. I just turned on my microphone and started talking because, man, I just got done playing Kombat League and I played like 4 matches and I'm like, I can't deal with this. I mean, it's basically a slideshow presentation of me fighting Scorpion and Johnny Cage, so I'm like, fuck this, I'll go play a casual match, right? I play against a guy, Sub-Zero, he teabags me and leaves on the first game, lagging his ass off, and I'm like, you know what, man? Fuck this, I'm going to Invasions. It's just not fun, man. That's just how I feel. I don't know if I'm in the minority, but I just feel like this game online is not fun to play. There's definitely levels to this, and there's also many other points I could have definitely made. A lot of things that I probably left out, but like I said, I'm just spitballing right now. This video has already been way longer than intended. So whether you agree or disagree, I appreciate you watching this video. Let me know what you agree or disagree with in the comments. If you enjoyed the video or appreciate it in any kind of way, leave a like, subscribe. I'm probably gonna make more videos just talking about Mortal Kombat because I feel like the whole gameplay thing is kind of done at this point. Like there's so many other creators doing that, so I kind of just want to talk about this game. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Peace.
Hey, she a throwaway like she disposable. Can't drop my location, not disclosable. Okay, won't sell out my people, non-negotiable. Money got so long that it's unfoldable.